Well, I am here, to ask a few questions. I have the privilege of sitting here with Mr. Chiba
Yeah.
Kentaro, right?
Yeah.
So, should I call you Mr. Chiba or Mr. Kentaro?
Chiba is fine, yeah.
Mr. Chiba.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Chiba is here. We're at the racetrack in Buriram in the northeastern provinces in Thailand during the third and fourth race for the Thailand Super Series.
Yep.
Now this is a very important race with very important people and very important, cars and everything going around in very, very fast environment. Now what I want to ask Mr. Chiba, right, is that where are you from? You have a very nice accent.
The accent?
Yes.
You mean the English or Thai or Japanese or?
You were from Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're from Japan. Originally, what prefecture are you from? Where?
Originally I'm from Hokkaido,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm living in Kobe right now.
In Kobe.
Yeah.
Nice. So let me ask you, when did you start your love of cars and your?
Love the cars.
Yes.
That's like 2 years old, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
What was there any other influence beside
At the moment, TV, what is that? TV, what is that? Program was
TV
going.
programs,
Yeah,
yes, TV
the
programs.
rerun for the Night Rider. You know that?
Knight Rider? Yes, with
Yeah.
the old German guy.
Yeah, the David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff,
Right,
yeah, the
right,
old
right.
German guy. Yeah. The old German guy, yeah. We
Right.
still had the soundtrack in my head right now.
Right,
With Kit,
yeah.
the
With
car
the Kit,
named
yeah,
Kit,
yeah,
with
yeah.
Kit, yes.
Yeah.
That one is an American car. That one was a was it a Firebird?
Firebird,
It was a
Firebird,
Firebird, yeah, right. So that was nice, And then did anyone in your family like cars or like racing, or is it just you, your father, or?
Actually, my father was the businessman,
Okay.
and he drove the car like more than 250 kilo, but he falls asleep every time, and I'm sitting beside.
Yeah.
And, hey, Dad, wake up! Otherwise, we're gonna die, something like that.
You're like Ohio,
Ohio, yeah.
Yeah, you're like Ohio. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
That's cute. So during this journey, right, where you were waking your father up, and then you're and he's like nodding off like that. When you were starting to grow up some more, when did you realize that you wanted to be in the racing scene?
In the racing field, well, I started from the street.
So street racing.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this back in the late '90s, or is this back in the
No, more like a 2000. No, 90 something maybe. Yeah.
90 something, right? Back when the Supra was the biggest competitor with the Skyline and the and the RX-7, right?
Yeah.
With their Wankel
Yeah.
engines, yeah.
Yeah, for me that's the golden age.
The golden age,
Yeah.
that was, yeah. The '94 Supra was the strongest Supra made, 320 horsepower off the bat.
Wow, you know everything. Yeah.
I don't. I just read a lot. You know what I mean? And then there was with the R32.
Right.
Yes, the Skyline, and those two were neck to neck. I myself, I own a 1993 MR2
Okay.
3S GT
Wow.
Turbo.
Right.
And I put that engine in there myself, and
Right.
I love her to death. But yes, those were the golden years. So from street racing, growing up, when did you decide that you were going to do this legit? Like make it from the street race, right? And did you ever have it in your mind during high school or college, or when you got out, or
Junior high.
Junior high.
Yes.
And then when you did that, right? Did you ever think that you were gonna ever race in a racetrack?
Oh, that was more like after 20.
Okay, after
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you finished college, you finished whatever school that you had
Yeah,
to do,
yeah, yeah.
and then you decided that you were gonna do that. You said that your father was a businessman, so I take it that your family had business.
No.
Right? Your family didn't have business.
My family didn't have
But
it.
your father was just a businessman on,
Yeah.
on this one.
From the American company, yes.
From the American
Yeah.
company. So,
computer one.
so when you grew up, right, it must have been that if you wanted to chase your dreams, you had to do it yourself then.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I had to own my company and run the company and something like that.
Yeah, right. So I mean, that's very inspirational. Being able to, build and then live life, but at the same time do what you like to do and
Of course,
do what
of
you
course,
love to do.
yeah.
So that right there, right, is like that. When did you first come to Thailand?
First come to Thailand is like, let's see, more like 17 years ago, I think.
What do you think about this? What did you think about this country?
At the 17 years ago, right?
17 years ago, yeah.
Oh, first time I landed to the airport in Dome 1, it was in Thailand, right?
Yes, Dome
still
1.
in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's more like domestic flights.
Right,
Yeah.
but at that moment, the Swanapum was not there.
Right.
Yeah, and I reached to here and grabbed the cab and tried to go somewhere. Everything is, well, shining up that moment.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a very different time. 17
Different
years
time,
ago.
yeah. And people in Thailand everyone's all smiling and
Yeah.
super warm, and I feel safety in here.
It's, believe it or not, it's still like that. You know, I mean, Thai people, we have a mutual respect, you know,
Yeah.
with our neighbors.
Right.
And we're very courteous. You know what I mean? The same as the Japanese people, very courteous and very
Right.
respectful.
Right.
And that's why we get along so well. You know. Now let's talk about you with Gazoo Racing.
Okay.
You know, how did you get involved with the Gazoo Racing here?
How did I get involved? I met Mr. Stipon,
Okay.
yeah, which is who is the boss of the Ato company right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I met him at the Fuji Speedway, and that was the award. We had the award in the Japanese race.
Yes.
And he was there, and there was one table on the front row of the huge ceremony hall, and front row was open, and somewhere else is full. So I found okay, the table is available, and I was there.
Okay.
And I was sitting there and drinking the juice or something, and suddenly he came here, and hey, what are you doing in my table?
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. I said, there's no name on it.
Yeah.
Is that your table? Why?
Yeah.
Something like that. And that was a good meeting with my friend, Mr. Stipon.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are you doing at my table? Okay, we're now we're now friends. All right. So you're now, you know, fast forward everything now to the present. You know, you're now working with Gazoo Racing.
Right.
And then you come across the new generation, right,
Okay.
of the racers, which is
Right.
what I want to talk about. You know,
Okay,
here,
yeah.
Right. The new generation. There's about 60 kids or so, right, that are in the program right now for the program, and when you see these kids, right? I mean, like, what do you get a chance to coach them at all, or do you get a chance to like talk to any of them individually, or do you?
Yes, sometimes I get, but not that much.
Now, do you? I'm sure that you do sometimes maybe observe the way they drive, and they do that. I mean, what do you think? I mean, how is the performance? You know what I mean, of these up and coming kids, this new generation coming in as racers. What do you think?
For me, the new generation is coming from the video game, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, like a PlayStation, Gran Turismo, and Simulator, Acera Corsa, everything. The new generation guys, they can do everything in the video game first.
Okay.
And then they'll switch to the car.
Yeah.
And they can do the performance with that. But for me, the brake is the biggest problem for them.
For the
real car.
The real car
Yeah,
compared
if you
to the video game.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can cut the corner on the video game, but
Right, but you can't do that with the car because we have gravity
right.
and centrifugal force for the turns, right? So you know, the video game probably doesn't calculate the slope and the slant of the bank of the
Well, but it works a lot. On the other hand,
Really?
Esports is
Okay.
quite good for me because, well, it's unbelievable. I mean, whenever they do the video game and they won, the guy came into the drive. Oh, they're very good.
So they start off with an understanding, with a good understanding of that. Now, a lot of people have you know, like mentioned that, you know, I mean, if they really wanted to start off as race car drivers, they should start off, you know, with go-karts. And
Of course, that's the golden way. Yeah.
the golden way.
Yeah.
But, you know, but nowadays, you know, you see that a lot of people starting off with computer games
Right.
and simulators.
Right.
I mean, are you still more toward do you think that go-kart is the way to go, or maybe a little both, or?
Go-kart is the way to go, but that's for the Formula car.
Okay.
We run the GT car. This
Okay.
is quite different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how the GT car is, right?
No, please explain to me.
Okay. So the Formula cars, the suspension system, the engine behind, everything is different because the open wheel.
Right.
Yeah. But we have a cargo. No, it's not cargo. How can I say? The aerodynamics, the body over there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the body, we have the shell on it.
The shell. Yes.
Yeah, and we have
That's what I want to say.
everything on the original chassis.
and also the engine front.
Okay.
A big heavy engine front for his car over there.
Yeah. Because he drives the Lexus. He drives that the Lexus. Or what was that? The F, like the 4
LCF. Yeah.
LCF.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And it's and you can hear it. It's very distinctive.
Right.
You can
super loud.
It's like it's that one and the Bentley. Those two of them that you can automatically know which one's coming around the bend. It's
that
the
is right.
You know the Bentley's coming. Then you know the Porsche is coming, and then you know he's coming. You know what I mean? You can
Right.
you can hear him. You know.
Right.
So in Thailand now that you've been here, what do you think about the race culture in general here in Thailand? Do you
Race
think,
culture. Yeah.
Yes. Do you think that we have a chance to have any of our drivers or the newer generation of Thai drivers, make it international? Do you think that with the right, prim and proper, or with the right coaching, do you think that they can do this?
I think we can do that. Yes. At the moment, the European guys, Thai guys, Japanese guys, doesn't matter.
Right.
If they have a skill, if they have a light way to find, then they can grow up to the top.
Now, where would they be able to find this skill? I mean, beside the video, it'd be the video game for them, of course, would be the easiest way. But then, so where else would they go?
Actually, our boss, Mr. Stipon, he has the step up system that you can start with the BS grass, which is how can I say? The BS is a small car.
Yeah.
And 5-speed, 1,500 engine on it. Yeah. So you can see the BS is as a taxi in the city.
Yeah. Little Corollas or
no,
like
it's a
smaller,
BS is not smaller.
They're like a Yaris, right?
Like a Yaris, yes.
Yeah, like a Yaris. Yeah.
Oh, so many ladies driving or taxis driving.
They're
on
easy
the
to
car.
park.
Easy to park.
It's a commuter car.
Right.
Those are perfect in England, though.
Right. That is right. That is right.
Perfect in England and in France, because there's nowhere to park there at all.
That is true.
Yes, there is. And
this BS, we can use that car for the racing. Yeah, so which is a one-make race. So every car is the same.
Which is one that you also drive in.
Yeah, I was driving the Corolla today.
Yes.
Yeah, my car is a signature shifter, so a little bit different, but yes. Start from the BS, and then Corolla, and then if you win the whole race, 1 year, and then you can join to the team.
Then you can step up to the larger, the GT,
that is right.
The GTCs.
That is right.
And then the GTMs later on, and the GT3s.
Right.
If you get.
No matter if you have experiments with a go-kart or video game, if you win the BS car or if you win the Altis car, you can step up to them. So this is the biggest opportunity for a new driver, I think.
So, if there was anything that you would like to say to the Thai up-and-coming kids that live across the world and might not have ever had a chance to do this, what would be your advice for them?
For us is, join the program over there.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also have another school, racing school over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, start from there and join to the BS and join to the Altis, then win the race.
And they can find more information online, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Everything is connected.
Yeah. The Facebook, online, yes.
Well, Mr. Chiba, it's been an honor to sit here and cross-examine with you. The race culture.
My pleasure too. Thank you.
And thank you for
sir.
giving me such a very nice time. In interviewing you and being able to talk with you in person. So thank you, and that's our time.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Dankeschön.